Welcome. My name is Dr. Kyle Mox. I'm Associate Dean for National Scholarships at Arizona State University and Director of the Lorraine W. Frank Office of National Scholarships Advisement. And I am the campus representative for the Truman Scholarship, which is our nation's premier graduate scholarship for students who are interested in government and public service. It's offered to juniors who aspire to careers in government, public service, or advocacy. This is a federal program and it is a merit scholarship. So financial need is not a component, but they are looking to identify college juniors who aspire to careers in government, public service, advocacy, anything in the nonprofit sector. They are looking for exceptional leadership potential, demonstrated commitment to public service, and a clear vision for how you will follow that pathway and provide societal benefit. You get significant funding to help pay for your graduate education. You'll get mentoring along the way and access to high-level internships. In terms of eligibility, you must be a current undergraduate junior, which they define as having approximately 2 more years of study, which in our case would place you as graduating between December 2025 and the end of August 2026. So essentially graduating at some point next year. If you're graduating beyond that, if you're graduating, say, December 2026 or after that, you would need to apply in a future cycle. You must be a U.S. citizen and you must be planning to pursue postgraduate education. This need not happen directly after undergraduate, but you must be planning to do so in the future. The primary benefit, of course, is that you will receive up to $30,000 to support your graduate or professional study that will support your career in government public service. You do get preferred admission to a number of high-ranking public service schools and law schools, and many of them also provide tuition benefits or waivers, including ASU, which provides a full tuition waiver to Truman Scholars. The professional development aspect comes in the form of Truman Scholars Leadership Week, which takes place at the Truman Library at William Jewell College in Liberty, Missouri. And essentially, you will be there in a sort of public service boot camp with the other 60 or so Truman Scholars selected from across the country, as well as leaders in government agencies, nonprofit sectors, admissions folks from different graduate programs. And you'll spend the week really getting to know what are the resources available to you as a Truman Scholar and how do I reshape my vision for the future. Following graduation, you'll have access to internships in Washington, D.C. They'll provide housing for you and assistance with identifying and securing an internship. And as well, if you want to pursue long-term internships after that, there are opportunities for that through Truman as well. What are they looking for? So the primary criteria are a well-developed public service record, evidence of strong leadership potential, your plans for graduate study. You'll also write a policy proposal, the overall quality and presentation of the written application, and lastly, your academic record. There's no minimum GPA for the Truman Scholarship, but they want to ensure that you have the appropriate academic background to accomplish the goals that you've laid out. The two most important criteria are your commitment to public service and your leadership record. So you must be very strong in those two areas, and that can include volunteer work, government involvement, partisan politics, on campus, off campus, any kind of involvement with government at any level. They would really prefer to select candidates who intend to pursue law degrees, as well as Master of Public Policy, Master of Public Affairs, Master of International Affairs, or Master of Public Health. Those are kind of the most popular options. But any graduate plan that will lead to a career in the public sector will do. So if you're planning graduate degrees in education, urban planning, economics, political science, conservation, all of that is appropriate as long as the overall plan is to enter public service. MBAs and MDs are difficult to sell because those are generally pathways to highly profitable careers in the private sector. So if that's part of your plan, you've got an uphill battle to really sell that. It can be done, but again, strongly prefer law, MPP, MPA, MIA, MPH. Government service at any level is appropriate, whether it's local, state, or national. Elected office, of course, is an appropriate aspiration, and they really like to see that Truman Scholars want to eventually run for office. Anything in the nonprofit sector, non-governmental organizations, work in public or private schools, research, even in government agencies, labs, non-governmental research, think tanks, things like that. anything that ends in a .org, .gov, .mil, or .edu is probably appropriate. So you must be nominated to apply for Truman. So first thing you'll want to do is visit the Truman website, familiarize yourself with the eligibility, selection preferences, general program. You'll reach out to me at kyle.mox@asu.edu and include your resume and transcripts and indicate your interest in applying for Truman. If it appears based on those materials that you have a strong enough background in service and leadership to mount a competitive application, I'll invite you to schedule an intake appointment. I will walk you through the application and we will open an application and get you started. The application deadline to apply for university nomination is November 25th. So between now and then, you'll be drafting your application essays, getting feedback from me, revising those, getting input from other trusted mentors, securing your letters of recommendation, of which there are 3. And if you are invited as a finalist for nomination, you'll participate in interviews. There are 3 required letters of recommendation. A little different for Truman is that they are focused on specific topics. So you must have a letter that focuses on your leadership abilities and potential, one that focuses on your commitment to a career in public service, and one that focuses essentially on your academic potential. We may nominate up to 4 students per year, plus an additional 2 slots for transfer students. So our grand total can be up to 6. We will typically, in a given year, nominate 4 students. We typically get between 12 and 15 applicants, serious applicants per year. We will nominate students who are transfer students, but we don't get applicants who are transfer students every year. After you are nominated, there'll be a round of final polishing and revision. We will write an endorsement letter for you, and the final submission is February 4. So if you want to review the application instructions, they are available under the Apply tab on our website. And once you're invited to schedule an appointment, you can do so through our website as well, with the unsurprisingly named Make an Appointment button. So to reiterate, visit truman.gov. Once you are familiar with the program itself and feel that this is a good fit for you and your objectives, you can reach out to me, include your resume and transcripts, and then if I invite you in for an intake appointment, we'll meet and we'll open an application. If you're interested in other public service fellowships, we have plenty of other opportunities available in our scholarship database, as well as I would encourage you to view some of the other presentations on our YouTube page.